What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another full card prediction. This is for UFC London. Tom Aspinall versus Marcin Tybura. 15 fight card. It's got some pretty good fights on it. It's got some decent betting spots, and we're going to see some violence. We're going to see some good fights. So it's definitely going to be worth watching. Plus, we get it early in the morning on Saturday, so that's pretty cool here. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Vegas 77, and then we'll go over some things and we'll get right into these bets. UFC Vegas 77, I went 3-2 on my bets for plus 1.5 units. You know, I'll take it. It's a winning week. It could have been bigger if Holly Holm would have came through, but it is what it is. 3-2 plus 1.5 units. That's 2 winning weeks in a row, and I've won 7 out of 8 weeks now. It's almost 2 months in a row of just winning weeks. 3 winning bets, Francisco Prado plus 2.5 units. And that was a good fight while it lasted. You know, I expected him to get the finish there, being the younger, more durable fighter. Second winning bet was Alex Munoz plus 2 units. And I like that bet, man. It was a close the first 2 rounds, but then he really separated himself in that third and threw a beating on him. Third winning bet was the parlay of Evan Elder and Melk Acosta, plus 2.7 units on that. And that was pretty easy. I mean, Elder got dropped. You know, that was pretty scary when he got dropped, but got back up and fought like a tough dude that he is. And then my 2 losing bets, I had Holly Holm minus 3.2 units. And she was winning until she wasn't, you know what I mean? Stuck her head down, got caught in that ninja choke. Is what it is, man. It really sucked because I was up pretty decent units going into that fight and could have won almost 7 units again if that would have hit, but it didn't, man. Myra Bueno Silva really came through. And my second losing bet was Albert Duraev minus 2.5 units. And yeah, man, he just gassed out, was looking pretty decent in the first round, tried to grapple in the second round, and then just broke. So yeah, man, 3-2 plus 1.5 units. And I like that. I thought that was a pretty good weekend. I know, what was it? 11 out of 12 favorites covered. So a lot of people did good this week, you know, but, it'll get back to where all the favorites don't cover like that. And then we'll have to make some really sharp bets. So now let's see. I'm trying to, all right. So now I want to go over a couple things. Everybody, man, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, leave me a comment, help that algorithm out for me. I'm trying to make this the biggest channel on YouTube. The winning bets every week and the good picks should be enough, but we still got to get the algorithm to help to get the people that haven't heard of Blood Money MMA Bets yet to hear about them. I'm going to hopefully be having some good shirts. I'm off work for about a month because my surgery, so I'm going to be making some shirts up, and I'm going to give me a little merch shop, some layer cake shirts, Blood Money MMA Bets shirts, some Mr. Pay-Per-View shirts, man. Bunch of cool things I'm thinking up now that I got some time because I'm off work. Speaking of that, the Layer Cake Discord is free. Link is in the description, man. Hop in there. There's a bunch of cool people in there giving out good bets, just good conversation, have a good time during the fights, and it's popping. There's a couple hundred people in there now. It's awesome. My Layer Cake Patreon is up and running. It's $10 a month. That's $250 a week, and you'll get all my picks. You'll get all my early bets. You're going to get my DraftKings lineup, which I've hit the last 2 weeks. You're going to get the Layer Cake Parlay, which hit the first 2 legs of it, or first 2 tiers of it this week, the first 4 legs. So it won like 1.58 units on top of the money back. And then I'm just hitting the bets every week, but you are going to get my early bets. That's one of the biggest things. And I already have 4 bets in for UFC London. And I already have 4 bets on there for UFC 291. So if you want to beat line movement and get all my extra content, hop over there on that and join up, and you'll be supporting my channel, supporting everything. And I really appreciate you guys. This week, we're doing a giveaway, man, for all the support I've been receiving everywhere. You see this Tom Aspinall rookie autograph. All right. Then you got the Jack Hermanson autograph. Both of these, you know, European fighters, this is what's going to be up. You go into the comments on this video, put in your best 3-fight parlay. I don't care if it's over, under, prop, whatever. 3-fight parlay, you got to put the odds that it pays and get it in there quick, because if you tie with somebody, it's whoever posted it first. And then we go by the odds from there. But anywhere in the world, anybody can win these. I'll ship them anywhere in the world. So put your 3-fight parlay in the comments, and good luck. You know, hopefully you'll get it. Right now, real quick, I do want to go over a couple of winning bets that we had from the Discord that, like I said, you can join for free. We got my dude Luigi in here that hit a 5-pick parlay for plus 2,500. You see here, So $2 won him 52. Victoria Dudakova to win by TKO. Hit that submission by Melsik Bagdasaryan. KO or decision under 1.5. Norman Dumont to win by decision. It's Francisco Prado to win by knockout. So that was an excellent win. XTC out here, $25 stake to win 512. That was nice. He had Jack Della Maddalena over 1.5 rounds. He had Maxim to win by on points. He had Azat fight will end in the first round on the Zaytar fight, which was a nice call, and the over 1.5 on Duryev. That was very nice. Right here, Darowitz had Austin Lingo, the Milk Costa. I'm sorry, I'm going fast. I'm drinking a Red Bull. And Francisco Prado. That was a really nice parlay. He also had Moira Bueno Silva by submission, which was an excellent play. My boy Flav hit the in live betting Moira Bueno Silva, which was nice at plus 137. Then Nikki, y'all out here hitting nice parlays. Alex Munoz and Eileen Perez, man, that was pretty easy parlay right there. Then check this one out, 30 to win 100. As at Eileen, Alex Munoz and Jack Della. The Jack Della fight was close. I'm sure she was sweating that one out. And then this one, man, 10 to win 104. She killed it with Sadikov, Elder, Prado, Maxim, Bagdasaryan, and Costa, man. Way to kill it, Nikki. My boy Feldy hit the Alex Munoz minus 3.5. Got that for plus 130. That was a nice, easy win, man. Also had the point spread on Evan Elder and the point spread on Prado, man. Three nice bets that you really didn't have to sweat too much. And then Nikki, another one with the Moira Bueno Silva. Why wouldn't she hit that? You know what I mean? She was on fire that night. So appreciate everybody that comes out and on the Discord and participates and everything, and has a great time on there. And there's some really sharp people on there giving out stock tips, giving out all kinds of different stuff. So like I said, if you join that Layer Cake Discord, it's free. You'll get to hang out with a ton of cool people, and hopefully be getting some cool shirts and stuff coming up. So, all right, man, after all that, let's get into these fights. There's 15 of them, so we'll go through them kind of quick. First fight of the night, we have Fialho versus Daniel Barez. Fialho is 14-3, currently sitting at minus 125, 5'7" with the 68.5-inch reach. Barez is 16-5, currently sitting at plus 105, 34 years old, 5'6" with the 66-inch reach. So you see Fialho is 1 inch taller with 2.5 inches of reach. And Fialho, man, this dude has good switch stance striking. You've seen him in his last fight against Makhachev. He was held on the ground a lot in that fight, but when he was standing, he showed some good striking, and then he had some moments on the ground. But he's finished 13 of his 14 wins here. You see 5 KO, 8 submission, ground and pound KOs, left hook, rear naked chokes. He's really good with the rear naked chokes. 5 rear naked choke submissions in his career. So if he gets your back, man, he's putting you out. That's just a fact. Then you see he's got that sick knee bar too that he put Makhachev in and almost ended his win streak. Really good back take. He can take it standing or on the ground. He's got excellent knee bar, like I said, and good body and leg kicks. His striking, it's still like a work in progress. It's not bad. Like I said, he can switch stances and throw some nice power punches, but he still really wants to be on the ground. Barez, man, this dude is a striker, a Spaniard striker, man. He's got really good boxing. He's aggressive. He's got super fast hands with pop, and it's technical. When he lets go, he'll let go in a 3 or 4 punch combo, work the body, come up to the head, and really just a great striker, man. Super powerful leg kicks. Well, like I said, works the body. He has an excellent jab that he uses to keep his range, man. And he uses that to help stop takedowns too, because he's jabbing and he's just keeping range. Has a good sprawl and brawl style. He has excellent takedowns himself. Not excellent, but good. You've seen on the Contender Series here, he was able to take down Carlos Hernandez a couple times, even in the 3rd round. I kind of thought he won that fight, but he's got good timing on his double legs, and he's definitely going to have the striking advantage here. I'm going with Fialho here. I just think that in the stand-up, Barez isn't that much better. He is better, but on the ground, it's going to be a big difference if Fialho can get there and get on top. I feel like he can control it. I've seen Barez get his back taken by Carlos Hernandez and was in pretty bad spots in that 2nd round. So give me Fialho. I'm going to say this goes to decision because Barez is super, super tough, but it should be a really good fight, back and forth scrambles and stuff because both them dudes are good. Next fight is in the next fight's in the females strawweight division. We got Bruna, Brazil versus Shauna, Bannon. And you got two strikers here, two girls that like to strike, and one girl that kind of can grapple too. But Bruna Brazil's 8-3-1. She's 29 years old, 5'6" with a 65.5-inch reach. Shauna Bannon is 5-0, 29 years old, 5'5" with the 69-inch reach. So you see that Bruna's going to be 1 inch taller, but Shanna's going to have a 2.5-inch reach advantage. Bruna Brazil, man, this girl's tough. She had a bad showing her last fight, but now we know how tough Denise Gomez really is, man. That girl is a savage. She throws heat at all times, and she can put any girl out, as you just seen with Howargi. But before that, man, her contender series fight with Marc, man, she looked really good. She showed excellent takedown defense. She showed good takedowns of her own, excellent sweep. She showed good ground and pound, and then she showed excellent striking with the head kick knockout. And that's really what she does. She's got fast, long kickboxing. She's got fast head kicks with KO power. She's got excellent knees in the clinch because she's very usually tall and long to most girls, even though Shauna's pretty tall and long herself. But she's got good offensive and defensive wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, strong clinch, powerful knees in that clinch. And I think that she's definitely going to have the grappling advantage here. The striking is going to be pretty even. Shauna Bannon, she comes from a Taekwondo background, so she's got really good kicks. Her hands aren't the best, but she does have good kicks. She's got switch stance striking, excellent kicks from southpaw. When she gets in her southpaw stance, that's when she's throwing really powerful body, leg, and head kicks. She's got decent boxing. She's got really straight punches, but her hands are not that good. Like I said, she's more of a kicker. Really good body kicks, throws in punches in 4-punch, like blitzing combos, straight punches. I do like them. And she's very tough, but she's fought a very low level of competition. And I've seen her get taken down and out wrestled by a couple of these girls on the Irish regional scene, you know, and a couple of them she had to get comeback wins, and a couple of them decisions were really close. That could almost gone either way. So I'm not really high on Shauna Bannon. I'm taking Bruna Brazil here. I think that she might even have the better striking, but the striking is going to be pretty even. But then the clinch and the ground control is going to be a big advantage for Bruna Brazil in my opinion. So give me Bruna Brazil. I'm going to say by decision. I don't think she finishes Shauna Bannon. Next fight is in the men's middleweight division. We got Bryan Barberena making his first appearance at middleweight versus Makhmud Muradov. Barberena is 18-10, 34 years old, 6 foot with a 72-inch reach. Makhmud is 25-8, 33 years old, 6'2" with a 75.5-inch reach. So you see Makhmud is 2 inches taller with 3.5 inches of reach. Bryan Barberena, man, this dude, he's a striker. He's got a ton of volume. He's really a boxer. You know, he's going to throw a ton of punches, throws 10-punch combination. Really nice calf kicks, man. I was actually shocked in his Robbie Lawler fight. He was throwing really nice calf kicks. The Matt Brown fight, he was throwing really nice calf kicks. Really active right hook and jab. Because he's a southpaw and he's just constantly throwing out volume, awkward movement and effective movement, you know, feints, herky-jerky stuff that most guys aren't used to, and it throws him off. But he works the body well with hooks. He'll come in and throw 2-3 punch hook combo to the body, bounce back out, and throws 10-punch combos, man. Like, he's got excellent cardio. You see it against Robbie Lawler. He can take a beating and he can still come back and just keep going with the cardio, keep going with the punch combinations and this wear on people. But what we see against Jason Witt, Rafael Dos Anjos, and Gunnar Nelson is he has terrible takedown defense and even a worse get-up game, really, man. He was taken down and held down by Matt Brown. He was able to work his way up and actually get that split decision win, which I thought he lost. But his takedown defense is terrible and his get-up game is terrible. That's the worst parts of his game. Muradov, man, this dude's very well-rounded. He's really a striker. He's got excellent kickboxing, but he's really well-rounded. He can mix in his grappling, his wrestling, his jiu-jitsu. You've seen against Kyle Barallo. He actually was on top for a lot of that fight. Had a couple sweeps too. Looked bad against Gerard Meerschaert. I don't know what happened there. You know, he just kind of kept getting pressured, and kind of folded to it. Hurt Meerschaert like 3 times in the first round, but couldn't finish him. And then he just kept coming forward, and eventually finished Makhmud. But he's got powerful long kickboxing, powerful leg kicks. He throws a powerful overhand right, and he throws it a ton. Really good flying knee, good offensive and defensive wrestling. It's definitely he's gonna have the wrestling advantage here and grappling advantage here. And he throws everything with power, man. This guy has 17 KO wins. He's kind of got a lower level of competition outside the UFC, but still some decent wins. But this is gonna be a really good fight when it's striking. I'm still going to lean Makhmud because of the different variety. But Bryan Barberena, if he can stay around in this fight and it only stayed striking for 15 minutes, it's going to be close because Makhmud had a close fight with Sanchez, DiChirico, all them guys, and Barberena is definitely on that level. I expect Makhmud, though, to mix in them takedowns. And when he mixes in them takedowns, it's going to get some control time. It's going to get some ground and pound. And as long as his cardio holds up, he will get the win. But I think it could be closer than a lot of people think, or the line says, because Makhmud's good, but I don't know, man. He doesn't really pull away in a lot of his fights and just dominate. But we'll see if he can mix in the grappling here. No bets on that fight, though. Next fight is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Ketlen Vieira versus Pannie Kianzad. Ketlen is 13-3. She's currently sitting at minus 200. She's 31 years old, 5'8" with the 68-inch reach. Pannie is 16-6. Currently sitting at about plus 140, 31 years old, 5'7" with the 66-inch reach. So you see Ketlen's 1 inch taller or 2 inches of reach. Ketlen Vieira, pretty meat and potatoes fighter, man. She's got pretty good boxing. She's got a nice left hook, long jab, good offensive and defensive wrestling. She's got pretty good BJJ. She's got a really good, strong clinch up against the cage, which she's been using a lot lately, like against Holly Holm, a little bit against Miesha Tate, but even against Raquel Pennington, man, that was a really good back and forth close fight. But she's got a nice jab, nice lead hook. She throws with more power than Penny for sure. And she's probably most likely going to have the better grappling here in this fight. Pannie Kianzad, she's got a boxing background. She's got really good boxing, man. She throws in combo, fast left jab, fast left hook, pretty good overhand right. She's got a good clinch up against the cage. You've seen she had a pretty good fight with Raquel Pennington too, where she was able to use that clinch. Also with Lena Landsberg, she's got really good clinch knees. I think she's going to have the knee advantage in the clinch here, and I think there's going to be a lot of clinching. But she's got good offensive and defensive wrestling, and she's really well-rounded with good cardio. These girls are basically the same fighter, and they do basically the same thing. I'm going to lean Ketlen Vieira because she's a little bigger, and I think she's going to have the clinch and grappling advantage, but I'm not that sure on that. So I'm going to take Ketlen Vieira, and here's a weird call. I'm going to say that it goes to split decision. Both these girls fight the exact same. I don't see either one pulling ahead from either of each other, and I think that whoever gets the win is probably a really, really, really close split decision. Next fight is in the men's 170-pound division. We got Danny Roberts versus Johnny Parsons. Danny Roberts is 18-7, 36 years old, 6'1" with a 74-inch reach. Johnny Parsons is 8-3, 31 years old, 5'9" with a 69-inch reach. So you see that Danny Roberts is going to be 4 inches taller with 5 inches of reach. That's pretty big because it's just going to be a striking match, man. Well, Danny Roberts can mix in the grappling. Danny Roberts got decent kickboxing. He's fast. He's got a little bit of power, but he can be low output. He's got a nice long 1-2. He throws a lot of front kicks up the middle to the body and the face. He's got a really good Muay Thai clinch with excellent knees, decent power in his right hand. He's got pretty good wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Like, he's definitely going to have the wrestling and jiu-jitsu advantage here. Johnny Parsons, being a kickboxer, good kickboxing coach at Syndicate, and very tough, very good striking output. He's left-handed. He throws powerful leg and body kicks. That's his main thing. He throws a ton of kicks and a ton of body kicks, but he's super powerful, smooth switch stance striking. He's going to beat you up inside, outside legs, and beat you up on both sides of the body. He throws good volume. His hands are pretty good, but man, he's just going to be so much smaller in this fight. I think the striking is going to be pretty equal. I think Danny Roberts is going to be faster, and I think that he's going to be the bigger guy with way more experience. And I know you can't really trust his chin because he can get rocked, but I just don't know if Johnny Parsons is the one to put Danny Roberts out. So I'm going to take Danny Roberts' size, grappling advantage, experience advantage, and just the better fighter to me. So yeah, give me Danny Roberts here, and no bet or nothing, but I do like him there. Next fight is in the men's 155-pound division. We got Chris Duncan versus Yanal Ashmouz. Chris Duncan is 10-1, currently sitting at minus 130. He's 30 years old, 5'10" with the 71.5-inch reach. Yanal is 7-0, 28 years old, 5'9" with the 68-inch reach. So you see Chris Duncan's 1 inch taller with 3.5 inches of reach. And Chris Duncan, man, this guy's got a powerful kickboxing style. He throws powerful leg kicks. He's got really good power in his hands. He's got KO power in his right hand. He's got really good wrestling. He's got good jiu-jitsu on top. He's got good ground and pound. He's a very powerful dude. I like that he trains at ATTs in there with Grant Dawson and all them other savages. Decent wrestling on him. He uses power for most of it, but it works. He's got a strong clinch up against the cage. He's got good clinch knees to the thighs, to the hips, and good cardio and toughness. You've seen his fights. He's had to come back in some of them. His only loss, he got hit with a big left hook by Vieira, who's a world-class kickboxer, and he was doing really good in that fight before that happened, but had that really good fight with Charlie Campbell where he got hurt, came back, and was able to knock him out in that Contender Series fight, and then had a good fight with Omar Morales. I don't know where the split came from. I thought he beat Morales pretty solidly all 3 rounds, but just a good fighter, well-rounded fighter, and you can tell he's getting better. Every time he goes out, he's showing improvement. He's not fighting as crazy as he was on the Contender Series. Next fighter, man, Yanal, man, this guy, I don't know what to make of him. He's a very powerful fighter. You've seen against Sam Patterson. He got that counter left hook off a naked leg kick. He caught the leg kick and then hit him with that counter left hook and then jumped on him and was able to put him out with the ground and pound. But before that, man, I've watched a lot of his fights, and I'm really not impressed with him, man. He's got decent wrestling. He's got okay jiu-jitsu. He's got good cardio, and he's got okay striking. Like on these regional scene, even his PFL guy, he fought this Dennis Hughes, which the guy wasn't good, and these guys were reversing each other. Like he won the fight and he won all 3 rounds, but like he was going back and forth with this guy that really wasn't all that good, and his striking really doesn't look good at all. He was having to grapple a lot in that fight because he doesn't want to strike. So it's weird. It's like you get the impression on that Sam Patterson fight that he's like some kind of power striker and he's out here just KOing guys and every death touch, but he's not, man. From what I've seen, he's a volume striker and he throws a lot of power, and his striking is very awkward. And then he's got decent wrestling and decent grappling, but I'm not, and you know, his BJJ looks okay, but I'm not like high on this guy anywhere. I think that he's it's a recency bias on what he did to Patterson, but I'm taking Chris Duncan. I think Chris Duncan gets this win. I think Chris Duncan has the better striking, the better leg kicks, the more power in the hands. And I think Chris Duncan has better wrestling, better cage clinch, and just as good cardio. And I think he's going to be the bigger, stronger guy. So give me Chris Duncan. And I do got a bet on him, man. I like him here. And he should probably be minus like 160 or somewhere around there. So we'll see what happens by the time the fight starts. Next fight's in the men's lightweight division. We got Marc Diakiese versus Joel Alveraz. Marc Diakiese is 16-6, currently sitting at plus 150. He's 5'10 with the 73-inch reach. Joel Alveraz, 19-3, currently sitting at minus 180. He's 6'3 with the 77-inch reach. So you see Alveraz is going to be 5 inches taller, and he's going to have 4 inches of reach. So he's going to be the bigger guy, but he's going to be the skinnier guy. Marc Diakiese, man, this guy has a kickboxing background. It's decent kickboxing, decent boxing. He throws a ton of leg kicks. He's got a nice long jab with a little bit of pop to it. Throws nice leg kicks, calf kicks, decent wrestling against bad wrestlers, man. He can wrestle dudes down, hold them down, beat them up. And he's got really good cardio and really good wrestling cardio. Decent BJJ on top. He can hold guys down, get a little ground and pound, but he's not really going to be submitting guys. And he does kind of hold, like, the guys will get up because he'll get like 12 takedowns against Slava Claus because these guys are getting back up. But he's got really good grappling cardio. Like I said, man, this guy can wrestle and grapple for 3 hard rounds. And he's got really nice, powerful body kicks. His hands are okay, but it's not really all that great. But he's going to dance around the outside, hit you with some pop shots, and then hopefully wrestle you and out grapple you. Joel Alveraz, we have not seen him since he got murdered in the cage by Arman Sarukian, where he caught them elbows, man, that just really cut him up and took him out of his game. And he ended up getting finished by ground and pound there, but he was never really in that fight. Fight before that, though, he looked so good against Thiago Moises, man. His striking looked so improved. He was throwing powerful leg kicks, powerful uppercuts, and then hit Moises with some elbows in the clinch, man, that just cut him open, hurt him, finished him. And before that, he's finishing guys. He's hurting guys on the feet, making them shoot, and then submitting them. That's what he did to Duffy. That's what he did to Yakovlev. That's Moises didn't even get a chance to shoot. He just got finished. But this is going to be a really good fight because the striking should be pretty even. I'm going to give the power advantage to Alveraz, but I'm going to give the technical striking to Diakiese. Then Diakiese is obviously going to have the wrestling advantage. And when it gets to the ground, it's can Alveraz sub Diakiese, you know? And because Diakiese is going to be the one on top. He's got the way better wrestling. And Diakiese, he's got 2 submission losses. You've seen him catch that guillotine choke. He was hurt by Rafael Alves and then submitted really quick in that fight. And then he was submitted by Dan Hooker by guillotine after he was hurt in that fight and just took a bad shot. I'm going to take Joel Alveraz here. I'm going to say Joel Alveraz does get the club and sub or just sub. I'm going to say he either hurts Diakiese on the feet and Diakiese takes a bad shot and he gets the sub, or he just, Diakiese keeps taking him down, and eventually subs him. I'm not going to bet this fight, though, because I need to see more out of Joel Alveraz. I did like what I seen against Thiago Moises, but that could have been a one-off. If Moises would have grappled there, he probably would have won that fight, but he wanted to show off his striking. So, I'm not going to bet it just because Diakiese would be doing decent with the striking. We haven't seen that much out of Joel Alveraz. And then on the ground, Diakiese is going to be on top. And if he can stay safe, he's going to get the win just based off of control time and all that. So I'm going to stay away. Just watch that as a fan. I don't even know if it goes over, under, nothing. But this should be a really good fight. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Davey Grant versus Daniel Marcos. Davey Grant, dangerous Davey Grant, is 13-6, currently sitting at plus 120. 37 years old, 5'8" with a 69-inch reach. Daniel Marcos, 14-0, currently sitting at about minus 140. He's 30 years old, 5'7" with the 69-inch reach. So Davey Grant's 1 inch taller. Davey Grant, man, I really like this guy. He's got excellent striking. He's got excellent switch stance striking. He can kick you hard with either leg and punch you hard with either hand. And you've seen it a ton in his fights. Tons of volume with tons of pop, man. This dude throws power in everything, and he's throwing tons of volume power, man. It's really fun to watch him fight. He's got a good varieties of kicks to the body, front kicks, push kicks, all different kinds of kicks, man. His hands are fast. He throws in combo, and he's got excellent power on his hooks. Jonathan Martinez hit him with that left overhand left. Martin Day hit him with that left hook. Luis Smoka with the ground and pound. Rafael Sunsal, that fight was very good, very close. Inverted triangle. And if you notice what I'm saying about these names, Marlon Vera, he's fought Marlon Vera a couple times. He's fought some pretty high-level guys, and he's gotten some wins with them, man. This guy's been looking great in his last couple fights. He comes from a grappling background. He's actually got decent wrestling and pretty good BJJ. He's definitely going to have the wrestling and grappling advantage here. I don't know if he'll get it to the ground or try, but if he does, he's going to have that advantage. You've seen him choke out a Sunsal, but he was hurting him first. Daniel Marcos, man, this guy, you've seen him. He's looked pretty decent. He looked decent on the Contender Series where he fought Brandon Lewis. He put up a ton of volume, but he slowed down in that third round. Won the first two clearly and slowed down in the third. But if you see when he fought Brandon Lewis, this guy was 5'4" with a 64-inch reach. So he looked big and he was able to just bully him. Then he fought Simon Oliveira and was able to bully him, landed some nice knees to the body and finished him. But you see with Simon Oliveira, 5'4" with the 66-inch reach. So the last two people he's fighting were both 5'4" and just way smaller than him. So it looks like he's just a big beast that comes forward and beats these dudes up. But I don't really know about that. He's got 6 decision wins and 8 KOs. And he's fought a lot of low-level guys, man. He's fighting on the regional scene, and he's fought some low-level guys, but he does have good striking. He's got good volume kickboxing. And him and Davey Grant's a lot alike, where they got good volume kickboxing. They throw with some power. He's got nice front kicks up the middle, just like Davey Grant. He's got really good clinch knees. I like his clinch knees. I like his step-in knees. He's got good boxing. He throws in combos. He's aggressive and comes forward. He's got a nice calf kick, and he throws a nice front kick to the face. But, man, I think this is too early, too soon for him. Davey Grant is a good fighter, and he throws with power. And these dudes, like Daniel Marcos, who haven't fought these experienced guys that set up traps and hit you with that fourth punch of the combo and drop you with that left hook, he hasn't fought that yet, man. He's fought low-level guys like Brandon Lewis and Simon Oliveira, and I think people's getting a little too high on him, thinking he's going to come in here and just beat up Davey Grant. Like I said, Davey Grant's going to be a little bigger than him. Marcos has been the bigger guy in most of his fights. And he's not going to be able to bully Davey Grant, man. And Davey Grant is going to have the striking advantage, the power advantage, and the grappling advantage. So give me Davey Grant, man. I bet Davey Grant at plus 100. He's like plus 120 now. I don't get it. It's a recency bias. It's when you watch a guy like Daniel Marcos beat up low-level guys, and you're like, damn, this dude's so good. And you're seeing Davey Grant in wars with people like Adrian Yanez, who I thought he beat Adrian Yanez. And Adrian Yanez is a way better striker than Daniel Marcos with way more power and sets his stuff up better. And then Marlon Vera had the close fight but beat Vera before. He knocked out Jonathan Martinez. Jonathan Martinez is a dog. We just seen him beat Syed Nurmagomedov. So, yeah, man, I like Davey Grant here. And he's at home. He's going to have the crowd behind him. If this is a close fight, man, he's getting that hand race. So give me Davey Grant, and I'm actually pretty confident in that. I think Daniel Marcos is being really overrated in this spot. Next fight is In the heavyweight division, we got Parkin versus Jamal Pogues. Parkin is 6-0, currently sitting at plus 120. 27 years old, 6'4" with a 79-inch reach. Jamal Pogues, 10-3, 27 years old, 6'3" with a 77-inch reach. So you see Parkin's going to be 1 inch taller with 2 inches of reach. Parkin, man, it's hard to get a read on this guy because he's fought a lot of lower level guys. He has fought a lot of amateur fights. You can see he's all undefeated in his amateurs and his pro, but he's just fought low level guys: 1-10, 2-17, 2-3, 7-7, 6-9. And the guy he fought on the contender series just was not all that good, or he just didn't have any heart and gas. But Parkin, man, good boxing. He's very patient. He'll walk guys down and he'll just wait for his moment to throw a good shot and land it. He's got good power. He's got pretty good wrestling. He's got a good single leg where he's just going to grab guys and muscle them down, kind of. Good BJJ. He's heavy on top. When he gets on top, he's got good ground and pound, and he's got good submissions. That rear naked choke, man, he sunk that in on the contender series quick, and he trains with Aspinall, and you see how good his submission jiu-jitsu is. He stays calm, and he's got really good cardio for a big man. He's a big dude, and seems like a really good fighter. It's just hard to find him fight somebody good to really know. Jamal Pogues, we've seen him fight decent level of competition. His last fight with Josh Parisian was decent. He dominated with his wrestling, landed a bunch of takedowns, but it was a little close. When it was on the feet, he wasn't winning the fight on the feet, that's for sure, against Parisian. But he did show good cardio, good toughness, and good durability and good wrestling, man. He's got athletic and fast for a heavyweight. He used to be a light heavyweight. He's got good wrestling and good takedowns on his double legs, man. He gets his guys throwing punches, and then he ducks right under. Good boxing with fast hands. He's pretty heavy on top. He's got decent ground and pound. Nice jab. He actually throws up a fast head kick for a big man. And this is going to be a really good fight, man. It's hard to tell because I don't really know what I got with Parkin. This guy could be really, really good. But with the Jamal Pogues, I just think that he's going to be a little faster, a little more athletic. I think he's going to be able to hang with Parkin in the striking because his hands are going to be faster, and I think he's going to be able to time some takedowns and get some control time here. So I'm not all that confident in this. I want to watch this, and we'll really know a lot more about both of these guys after this fight's over. But give me Pogues by decision, but not real confident on it because Parkin could be the truth for real. Next fight is going to be so good, man. We got Andre Muniz versus Paul Craig. Andre Muniz is 23-5, currently sitting at minus 200, 33 years old, 6'1" with a 78-inch reach. Paul Craig dropping down to middleweight for the first time, which is going to be really cool to see. 16-6, currently sitting at plus 180. He's 6'3" with a 76-inch reach. So you see Munoz is 1 inch shorter, but 2 inches of reach. And this is going to be an excellent, excellent fight. This is probably the fight I'm looking forward to most on this card. Andre Muniz, man, he's got slick kickboxing. You seen his last fight where he stayed standing almost all 3 rounds until the end with Brandon Allen, that he's got pretty good kickboxing. He's got really good wrestling. He's got world-class jiu-jitsu where he's got a crazy arm bar that he can hit from guard or he can hit from your back. And then he's got excellent triangle chokes, excellent rear naked chokes, any kind of submission that you can get on the ground, this guy can do. You've seen him break Ronald Jakar Souza's arm, man. That was sick, and I had a bet on Jakar. He's got good timing on his double leg. He's got the excellent arm bars from the back. Like I said, he's good at taking the back even while standing just from the clinch up against the cage. And he's finished 19 of his wins, 15 wins by sub, 4 by KO. But he's got a little durability issues himself as he's been finished 5 times out of all 5 of his losses are finished losses. He's been knocked out earlier in his career real early, knocked out in 50 seconds there, knocked out in a minute into the second round there. And then he got choked out by Brandon Allen. But really good, a great prospect overall. Well, I mean, he's not a prospect, he's 33, but he's a great middleweight. Paul Craig, man, coming down from light heavyweight, this dude has phenomenal jiu-jitsu. His striking isn't bad. His striking really isn't bad. He's got a nice long punches. He's got a really good clinch knees, man. He gives guys in that clinch and throws them knees because he's not worried about getting taken down. So he just throw knees, you know, powerful knees. He's finished all 16 of his wins, 13 by sub, 3 by KO. He's got excellent BJJ, excellent transitions. He's excellent off his back. You're not really safe anywhere on the ground with this guy. You see how sick his triangle is that he got Nikita Krylov in. He got Jamal Hill with that arm lock. And then he got, where is it at? Back here, Makhmud Ankalaev with triangle choke 1 second left in the third round. So this dude's dangerous to the last second. Like I said, his striking's improving all the time, but he's only got about 1.5 rounds of cardio. And he's really fine with playing jiu-jitsu off his back. And I just don't know if that's going to work here, because I think Munoz has him covered in the striking. It's going to be really close back and forth striking. But I think this fight's going to be on the ground more than not. And then Munoz is probably going to have the better wrestling and get the fight to the ground and be on top. And from there, these guys are just going to be going at it. I would favor the under because somebody's going to hit a submission. I'm going to favor Andre Muniz in that because he's more got more jiu-jitsu experience as far as competition around the world and just higher levels. So give me Andre Muniz, and I'm going to say that after a back and forth, crazy scramble-filled fight, he hits a submission sometime before that 1.5 rounds. Next fight is in the men's featherweight division. We got Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Fili. Nathaniel Wood is 19-5, currently sitting at -200. He's 29 years old, 5'6" with a 69-inch reach. Andre Touchy Fili is 22-9, currently sitting at +160. 33 years old, 5'11" with a 74-inch reach. So you see Andre Fili is 5 inches taller with 5 inches reach, which is expected. Nathaniel Wood coming up from bantamweight just a couple of fights ago. But, man, when you watch Nathaniel Wood, this kid is so talented. It's so good. His striking's phenomenal. Smooth switch stance striking. He throws powerful leg kicks from each stance. He has excellent boxing that's just so technical and crisp. And he throws short punches with excellent torque, excellent power. He's not really knocking guys out, but you're seeing him hurting them, man. He was hurting Charles Jourdain all the time with a ton of punches. He hurt Charles Rosa with a ton of punches. His kick game's phenomenal. Like I said, with both legs, he's got excellent front kicks right up the middle to the body, teep kick to the body, front kick to the face. Excellent leg kicks with both legs, excellent boxing, good offensive and defensive wrestling, man. You seen he took Charles Jourdain down 5 times in that fight, and he took Charles Rosa down. Just looks really good at 140, 145. Like I said, it kind of sucks because he's smaller. He's the littler guy, and he's going to be the littler guy as he works his way up this division for sure. And it's starting here with Andre Fili. It's going to be a really good fight because Andre Fili is super well-rounded fighter, man. This dude's fought the best fighters in the world and done good against all of them, man. He's got excellent boxing. His kickboxing is phenomenal. It's long. He's got excellent boxing. He's got an excellent freaking head kick. His head kick, right head kick and left head kick are phenomenal. He's got good long boxing. He's got power in his right hand. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. You've seen him in he was able to control Bill Algeo in that third round to get the win there, which is nothing. That's not easy to do. He did get caught by Joe Anderson Brito real early and got finished. But against Bryce Mitchell, he had a really good fight there. He was just taken down, but he did have his moments in that fight, and then had a decent fight with Charles Jourdain. Sadiq Youssef was able to out-grapple him, but it was back and forth, man, and I'm really high on Sadiq Youssef. But he's got excellent boxing with some pop. He's very, very tough with very good cardio, man. He's just well-rounded, team alpha male guy. So, dude, this fight's going to be really good and really close. Like, Andre Fili shouldn't be that big of a dog, especially with this size advantage. He's going to be throwing that head kick up there a bunch, and Nathaniel Wood's going to have to watch out for that. But as long as Nathaniel Wood can stop that head kick and then stop any grappling that Andre Fili may try to do, he should win this fight based off speed, power, and technique, man. He moves a lot. He's got a ton of feints, and then he's hitting with both legs. I think his speed and his speed and technical striking is going to win this fight for him. And he may even mix in a takedown, but I doubt it because he's not going to hold Fili down for long at all. But I'm telling you right now, that fight's going to be really, really close because Andre Fili's so tough, and Nathaniel Wood ain't going to finish him, and he's going to be there all 3 rounds in his face, all 3 rounds. So that's going to be a really good fight to watch, and I can't wait to see it. Next fight is in the men's 145-pound division. We got Laron Murphy versus Josh Coulibaugh, and this is going to be one of the best fights on the card. Laron Murphy is 12-0-1, currently sitting at -160, 32 years old, 5'9" with a 73.5-inch reach. Josh Coulibaugh, 11-1-1, currently sitting at +130, 29 years old, 5'10" with a 73-inch reach. So you see Coulibaugh's 1 inch taller. Laron Murphy has a half an inch reach. Laron Murphy, excellent, talented striker, man. Throws with excellent power. Fast boxing, fast hands, has excellent power in both of them. He's got really good wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. He's got super fast head and body kicks. Had that phenomenal fight with Gabriel Santos last time. Was able to knock Makhmud Americani out with that knee before that. Really put on an excellent fight against Douglas Da Silva de Andrade and was able to beat him standing and on the ground. And then I really liked his win against Ricardo Lamas, where, man, he just ground and pounded him out cold. He hurt him with some elbows and then just ended up finishing it early in the first round. And Ricardo Lamas is tough. But yeah, man, good offensive and defensive wrestling, super fast, explosive athlete, hits with power, and is very tough. It's going to fight you to the end, because that last fight with Gabriel Santos was a back and forth war where they went and did everything you can do in MMA, and he took some big shots there and was able to stand in tall and get the win. I don't know if he fully got the win, but he's got excellent cardio, toughness, and he's a super athlete, man. I really do like Lerone Murphy's fight game. His opponent, Josh Coulibaugh, man, this dude's awesome. Also a well-rounded fighter. He's got excellent striking. He's got good switch stance striking, powerful dart and in punch combos. He's got he manages distance really well and is able to keep the fight at his striking range a lot. His last fight with Melsik Bagdasaryan was excellent. He was getting beat up a little bit in that first, got his nose broke. In the second round, started doing a little bit better, and then Melsik fell, tripped, and it just took one mistake, and he was able to take his back, sink that choke in. Then he had that phenomenal fight with Sung Woo Choi where he was able to hurt him in every single round and just put on a war. I mean, the kid's very exciting. He's got super fast head and body kicks, though. He's got manages distance well. He's really versatile kicking game from both stances. That's what I like. He's going to tear up your lead leg. He's throwing teat kicks, head kicks from both stances. Power in both legs, man. I really like that. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling himself. He showed it against Nerd and Becky, the defensive wrestling, and he landed some takedowns against his draw with Charles Jourdain and even Sung Woo Choi. So opportunistic jiu-jitsu, like I said with Melsik Bagdasaryan, man, this is going to be a really, really good fight. I'm not going to be betting this fight most likely at all. I'm going to take Lerone Murphy because I feel like he's got a little bit of a power advantage in the hands, and he's going to have the grappling advantage if he needs to use it. So, but Josh Coulibaugh is very underrated. So I'm staying away from this fight. I'm going to watch that as a fan, but I am going to pick Lerone Murphy because of that grappling advantage. And just can't wait to watch that as a fan. Next fight's going to be a banger too, man. We got Jai Herbert versus Fares Ziam. Jai Herbert is 12-4-1, currently sitting at -1, or he's actually about +125, 35 years old, 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. Fares Ziam is 13-4, currently sitting at -150. He's 26 years old, 6'1" with a 75-inch reach. So you see Ziam is going to be 9 years younger, and that Jai Herbert's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage. Everything else is pretty equal. Jai Herbert, man, I actually like this guy a lot. He's got super fast, super powerful kickboxing. He's got super fast and super powerful kicks, man, and he will throw that right head kick 10, 15, 20 times in a fight and just throw it up there. You've seen him hit Ilia Topuria with it and almost be the man that knocked Topuria out, dude. He freaking clocked him. He's got excellent Muay Thai clinch knees, man. He really hurts guys with them knees. He's got an excellent clinch up against the cage. He's really fast. He has really great movement. He's constantly moving. He has really good hands. Can throw good punches out of either stance. Good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got a good clinch up against the cage. Like I said, his right head kick is awesome, man. He just throws it. Can hurt guys' arms, hurt their legs, everything. Had a great fight against Ludovic Klein. He should have won that. They took a point away for like a hip shot. It wasn't even a knee to the groin. It was a knee to the hip, and they took that away. You seen him knock out Kama Worthy. He's had some pretty good fights in the UFC, man. He was whooping Trinaldo before he got knocked out in the third round, and that's the knock on Jai Herbert. He's a 3 bad KO losses, man, and he gets knocked out cold when he goes out. I don't know if Fares Ziam's that guy, though, man, to knock him out cold. He does have really good kickboxing. He comes from a K1 background. He's got a really nice long jab. He's got a nice left hook. That left hand is just really good. He's got improved offensive and defensive wrestling. You've seen his last fight against Mike Figlock, man. He really showed some improved offensive wrestling where he landed 5 takedowns. Fast leg kicks, really good feints. He's got that improved BJJ in wrestling. But he's more of a low-output striker to me, low-output kickboxer to me. And he's been fighting a lot of guys that want to take him down. But here, Jai Herbert will, to me, probably have the grappling advantage here. Both guys are kickboxers, but I've just seen Jai Herbert do a little bit more grappling in the UFC, but we might not see any of that here. They probably both grapple and cage control a little bit, but most of it will be striking. And in the striking, I actually like Jai Herbert, man. I like his movement a little better. I like his output, and I like the power he brings and the head kicks he brings. He has more volume. And like I said, I think he's going to be a little bit faster. I like Jai Herbert here. I might end up betting him as an underdog. I'm going to see where that line goes, and then I'll see what's up from there. But I'm picking Jai Herbert. I don't know if he finishes Ziam. Ziam's very tough, but I don't think Ziam's going to be the guy to knock Herbert out. From there, he's a very tough out. Like I think Ludovic Klein's a harder fight than Ziam. And I thought Jai Herbert did very well there. So give me Jai Herbert. And that fight, next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We got Molly McCann versus Julia Storyalenko. McCann is 13-5, currently sitting at -300. She's 33 years old, 5'4" with the 62-inch reach. Storyalenko is 10-7-1, currently sitting at +200. She's 30 years old, 5'7" with the 69-inch reach. So you see Storyalenko's 3 years younger, 3 inches taller with 7 inches of reach. Molly McCann, she's got excellent boxing. She's got really good striking. She's got excellent spinning back fists and elbows, as you've seen by her knockouts of Luana Carolina and Hannah Goldie. She's just very aggressive, and she's got excellent volume, excellent cardio, excellent toughness. She comes forward throwing in combo with them boxing combos. She's got okay BJJ off her back. She almost actually submitted Laura Propocchio off her back, who is a high-level black belt. She was really close to submitting her. And decent offensive wrestling herself, but she's got pretty bad takedown defense, man. Like that's been her downfall. And all three of these losses are all her getting takedown and dominated on the ground. She's been showing pretty good submission defense, like by not getting submitted by Talia Santos or Laura Fritzen, but she still, man, has a ton of work to do. She got submitted by Jillian Robertson pretty quick. There's another one, you see the common theme here is anytime she fights a ground fighter, she gets beat. When she fights Hannah Goldie, Luana Carolina, Jiyeon Kim, Diana Belbita, Ariana Lipsky, or Priscilla Cachoeira, stand-up fighters, she wins. But when she fights ground fighters, she finds a way to lose. And Storyalenko, this girl can actually bang standing up too. She's got powerful striking. She throws powerful punches. She was like a Lethwei champion where you can headbutt and do all kinds of crazy stuff. She's got some pop in her boxing. She throws fast head kicks. She's very aggressive, and she's constantly she has good timing on her takedowns too. As you've seen, she was able to take down the bigger Chelsea Chandler. That didn't end up working out for her, but man, Chelsea Chandler was so much bigger. She was able to take down Jessica Rose Clark early on, just threw a couple punches, timed a takedown under some punches, and was able to get that arm bar. And she showed a really good, tough fight against Alexis Davis that was back and forth, and a tough fight with Julia Alvia. But she has phenomenal jiu-jitsu. She has a phenomenal arm bar. She's got 7 arm bar wins in the first round. Right? She's just freaking crazy with them arm bars. And if she gets the girl down, she usually gets that. And she keeps cardio for all 3 rounds. She was threatening against Alexis Davis, who's a high-level black belt, and had her in like 3 arm bars that would have submitted most girls. At the price at +250, man, I'm taking Storyalenko here. She's way bigger. She's 5'7" with the 69-inch reach. And if you think that Molly McCann at 5'4", 62-inch reach with bad takedown defense is going to keep this fight standing all 3 rounds, that's just crazy. Storyalenko is going to have her moments. She's going to be able to get this fight to the ground just by sheer size and strength at the beginning of the fight. She's fought at 135 and 145. So it's just a matter of can Molly McCann survive, and I really don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think Molly McCann should be -300 here against many girls, you know what I mean, in this division, especially not a very, very aggressive, dangerous jiu-jitsu girl like Storyalenko. So give me Storyalenko. I'm going to say that she armbars Molly McCann in that first round. Molly comes out hype from the crowd. All that comes in. They start throwing blows. Storyalenko drops down underneath some punches, gets the takedown. I think that she armbars McCann. I think we've all seen that Molly McCann's ground game is not that great. So if she was fighting another striker, I would be on her more. Final fight is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Tom Aspinall versus Marcin Tybura. Tom Aspinall's 12-3, 30 years old, 6'5" with the 78-inch reach. Marcin Tybura is 24-7, 37 years old, 6'3" with the 78-inch reach. And Tom Aspinall is making his return after getting injured last fight against Curtis Blades in England about a year ago, pretty much to the day. And he's coming back from that. He looks on his Instagram to be in great shape. I'm sure he's recovered well. He's still a young man. But he's got excellent boxing, dude. This dude's boxing is phenomenal. His hands are so fast, so straight, with so much power. It's really amazing. KO power in both hands, fast, strong double leg. That's what people sleep on, that wrestling, man. But he's got an excellent double leg. You've seen him hit Arlovski with it and choke him out within 9 seconds of getting him to the ground. You've seen him take down Volkov a couple times and then hit him with that Kamara straight arm lock. He's just so big and so strong, man. When he gets these guys to the ground, they don't know what to do. But he's finished all 12 wins, 11 of them in the first round. His BJJ is super good. He's super strong. He's got really good knees, too. That's what he hurt Sergey Pavlik with. Hit him with the knee, then the elbow, then to the ground strikes, man. And that was coming out of the clinch where Spivak was trying to take him down. He's got excellent takedown defense he's shown in fights, and then he's got excellent takedowns himself. He's got excellent submissions himself. He's got excellent striking, very patient, but KO power. And he hits guys, and he seems to have that shocking power where he hits guys like Sergey Spivak, and they don't get knocked out, but they just go down, cover up, and want to get out of there. That's what Badeau did. That's what Jake Collier did. And that's what freaking Spivak did. So he's a really dangerous guy, standing or on the ground. He's huge. He's fast. And he's just a really aggressive fighter. Marcin Tybura, he's got good striking. He's got good kickboxing when he's fighting other guys with decent striking. He's got pretty good wrestling, and he's got really good jiu-jitsu. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's really heavy on top. He's got excellent ground and pound. He really wears on guys when he gets on top of them. He took Lagoy down in that third round and controlled him. Romanov, he was able to survive that first round and then beat him up standing up. But other guys like Walt Harris, Greg Hardy, he's taking these guys to the ground and beating them up. Maxine Grisham, he even beat up Sergey Spivak at heavyweight, which was good, man, where he was able to control him on the ground. But he's got a nice little left hand. He's switch stance striking, nice boxing with the left hand, decent clinch against the cage. He's pretty strong there. He's able to hold guys there, and he's really tough with really good cardio. The only way I can see Tybura winning this fight is if he can survive them first 2 rounds where he's got really good cardio, really good toughness. And then we see Tom Aspinall on that 3rd, 4th, and 5th round where we've never seen him. And Tybura's got the type of guy that maybe can land a takedown, get some control time up against the cage and all that. But I doubt it, man. We've seen Tybura has been finished in that first round earlier in his career a couple times where Sakai got him in 1 minute. Shamil got him 1 minute into that second round. Derek Lewis got him in the 3rd round. But I just think that Tom Aspinall is going to be too big, too fast for him standing up here. I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall. I'm going to say he gets that TKO. Marcin Tybura, he's been showing good toughness lately. He took some really good shots against Marcin Tybura and Alexander Volkov and didn't go down. So maybe he eats them, drags this out, and gets it later in the fight and can get a win here. But I just don't see that happening. I'm really high on Tom Aspinall here, and I think Tom Aspinall gets him out of there in that first or early in the second round, just hitting him with big shots that Tybura does not want to take. So it's going to be a really good fight card. I can't wait. It starts early in the day. It's going to be fun to watch. My daughter's having tonsil surgery on Friday, so I'm not going to be able to join the fight companion with Johnny and them early on. My girlfriend doesn't want to. They got to be more quiet during them, so she doesn't want to tiptoe around the house, and I do not blame her. So I'll probably hop on there for the main card, but other than that, we're going to be doing the live show on Thursday, and then I might do another live show. I'm going to start doing my Worth the Wait show on Friday nights, where I just talk with everybody live about what the weigh-ins and different stuff, and have a good time. Now that I'm off work, I'll be able to do that. So I appreciate everybody hanging out, watching another breakdown from me. We're going to win again. Like I said, man, we won 7 out of 8 weeks. That's very hard to do. Last week could have been a bigger win, but it is what it is. But we're going to make it 8 out of 9 weeks, 3 weeks in a row after this week. Then it's the UFC 291 where Mr. Pay-Per-View is going to show up and win all the money. See you guys. Thank you guys for watching.